What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I just wanted to say this to you guys. I always like to admit when I'm wrong, and I'll tell you the reason why I am wrong about Bitcoin. But I wanted to admit to the reason. It's always great to talk about this stuff because people will find a way to bring up anything that you've said. And I don't think they've brought it up yet, but I wanted to bring it up because I believe that I was wrong about Bitcoin. And I said that I would come out and say if I was wrong. Am I wrong about the use case or not believing in it because of that? I don't think I'm wrong. That's my opinion, and I just want to stick with that. I'm not going to buy any Bitcoin because I'm not really the biggest fan of Bitcoin, but I understand the potential and I understand the price gain that you can have. That's why it still is in my top 10 for cryptocurrencies to buy, especially when it was at $15,000 and now it's at 17. You could have gained $2,000 in a matter of hours at that point. And then going from $15,000 up to maybe $20,000, you're looking at a $5,000 gain from just that, and it could be in a matter of days. So Bitcoin definitely has potential for people to make money, as well as maybe a little bit of a use case, but I don't think it generally has a huge use case. But where I'm wrong is the price. I've talked about the price and the movement and the potential, the future of Bitcoin in the past. And I wanted to dive into that and where I was wrong, why I was wrong, all of that. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Make sure you guys check out the links in the description for my Patreon, for Twitter, and you can reach out to me on Patreon. We can always chat. Twitter, you can at me, and if I see your tweet, we can definitely chat it up there as well. But yeah, go ahead and check out some of those things over there in the description. But anyways, in the past, I've made videos about the markets and have told people that I don't necessarily like Bitcoin. And the reason is it's not really environmentally friendly at all. I feel like now Ethereum is environmentally friendly. Decreasing their energy consumption by 99.9% and still seeing Bitcoin. You have to use a lot of energy in order to mine Bitcoin. So it's definitely something that's, not environmentally friendly, but that's not the only reason, right? It's way too pricey. The use case, in my opinion, is not something that I really agree with, right? To be the world currency, to be used as a form of currency everywhere, is not something that I necessarily agree with. I wouldn't take an appreciating asset and buy depreciating assets with it. Unless it was the only way to spend money, then you would obviously do that because I could take $1 and put that into an investment account and now it could be appreciating, but I'm not going to take that investment and buy a hot dog with it. Like, I'm not going to do that. But I will take $1 and buy a hot dog with it. I don't know what hot dog really costs $1, but that's neither here nor there. So where I'm wrong with Bitcoin is the price prediction, because I've talked about the prices before, and I've said, oh, well, you know what? 17.7 was actually the low, and I didn't believe that it was going to go past that. However, it did end up falling below that. I didn't expect it to. I didn't expect for any of this to happen. And as you can see here in the last couple of days, the last day, it dropped to 15.6 and it currently is below 17.7. And I've said this in the past to where I believe that 17.7 was the low for the crypto market for Bitcoin. And you would see it skyrocket and never get back down to that point again unless we see a major crash. Now, I admit that I was wrong and it did get to that point. But there's reasons why I got to that point, and it wasn't because of just a standard crash. The reason why I got to this point was because of the FTX situation. The fact that another exchange went bankrupt and, obviously is not going to be able to, they're going to have to take investors' money and whatever they're doing with it. I don't know exactly what they're doing with it, but they're not going to be alive anymore. They're not going to be open for trading. Unless somebody acquires them, which I know it's very difficult to do that because of how much they are in debt. So nobody expected something like this to happen. I didn't expect something like this to happen. CZ didn't expect something like this to happen. Damn sure Sam Bankman-Fried didn't expect something like this to happen. So with all of that happening, that's the reason why Bitcoin pushed below that 17.7 mark. Without that, I don't believe it still would have pushed below it. I think Bitcoin has a lot of strength, and it already has dropped 75%, which the trend has been that the percentages are decreasing as time goes on, as more investors come into the market. So in the beginning, Bitcoin dropped 90% from like its high point all the way down to some of its low points, right? Like 20,000 down to 2,000, and then seeing it drop again, and it dropped like 88%, and then it dropped 84% or something. And now it dropped 75%, which I think was reasonable for the entire market. Seeing it go from 80% to 75% is reasonable of a crash. And the reason why it would be less of a percentage is because more people are invested into the market. There's more holders. There's more concepts to where people are staking, people are believing, people are, even just staking things like Bitcoin on crypto.com and gaining whatever percentage you can gain. So even though, you're not staking, let's say like Cardano and how you stake, Terra Luna Classic, or how you stake Ethereum, you're staking it in a different form, a different platform, but you're still holding Bitcoin for a longer term. People are holding cryptocurrency for longer. So that's the reason why I didn't think it would drop below 17.7. And it was showing that strength to where every time it would get down to like 19, it would find a way to push up to 20, 21, 22. But this recent drop has really shown the dark side of everything, and Bitcoin dropped below that 17.7 mark. So I have to admit, I have to take this time to say that I was wrong, that it did drop below 17.7, but this is a unicorn situation here. You didn't expect for this to happen. You didn't expect for Voyager and FTX to both go under in 1 year. I wouldn't have expected that. If anybody asked me, I would have said no. FTX looks strong. They have a lot of YouTubers that are talking about FTX, people that are gaining benefits from signing up, people that are gaining stuff from, staking their positions and gaining a certain APY. I wouldn't have thought that it would have crashed, but it did. So again, I'll say it 700 times. I was wrong about Bitcoin. It has dropped, and you would gain a decent percentage from here, or from 15,000 up to the 17,000 that it's at, and even higher than that at 17.8 or at 20,000 when it does find a way to reach back to that point. So who knows what's going to happen, if it's going to continue, if the market will somehow slightly recover here and then start to fall again. We don't know. But we're going to have to take our time and see if it will drop some more. But it's definitely a unicorn situation. So let me know what you think about it. Did it surprise you that Bitcoin dropped so low, or do you expect it to still drop to like 12,000? I know some people predicted 10,000 or 9,000. I still don't see the regular markets dropping Bitcoin to that level. But a unicorn situation like this, yeah, definitely is. So hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.